Raise your hand if you have felt tired, had a headache, or struggled to concentrate today. Well, the cause of this may be mild dehydration. Something as common as drinking too little water is often the hidden cause. Today, I want to talk to you about something so simple it is easy to overlook: drinking enough water. I have spent the last couple of weeks of my life tracking my own water intake and researching hydration science from health organizations and medical journals just to see how much of a difference it really makes. Even though people overlook it, drinking enough water every day is essential, and by addressing common excuses, looking at the data, and understanding the risks to not doing so, you'll see why it deserves a special place in your daily routine. I will first address to you the common excuses people make to use to avoid drinking more water. Then I will show you the data on how widespread dehydration really is, and finally explain to you what can happen if you don't change your daily habits. I have, for my first point, let's address the excuses before you make them. One of the top excuses I hear is I don't like the taste of plain water. Well, to that, there are many ways you can change the taste of water. Some examples are adding fruit slices, cucumbers, or even flavored electrolytes. In addition, these all create flavor without added sugars. And the electrolytes actually benefit your muscles and nervous system. With time, your taste preferences will adjust the more you drink water, and you'll start to crave the taste of actual water. I have also heard this ridiculous excuse of I don't have the time to drink enough water throughout the day. My response to this is carrying a reusable water bottle and refilling it at set points during your day. With this causes no extra time is only a small habit change. Another excuse I hear is coffee and soda keep me as hydrated. Caffeinated and sugary drinks have a mild diuretic effect and do not hydrate as effectively as water can, according to the Mayo Clinic. By addressing these objections now, there's no reason left to dismiss the importance of drinking more water. Well, now that we've cleared up the excuses, let's look at the actual numbers behind hydration habits. The data shown on my left shows just how widespread inadequate hydration really is. Graph A here shows, according to the CDC, roughly 7 in 10 Americans do not drink the recommended amount of water daily. Then, Graph B, more to my left, shows a study in the Journal Nutrition that shows 1 to 2% of dehydration measurably impairs the concentration and memory illustrated. The illustrated graph on my left also shows is a performance drop chart, and by comparing hydrated versus dehydrated participants. These numbers show that dehydration is not a rare problem, but instead is a daily reality for most people, likely including a lot of people in this room right now. This other graph shows physical performance along with hydration. You can see there's a significant drop in your dehydration with physical performance. With the scope of the problem in mind, let's talk about what happens if it goes unaddressed. Ignoring the hydration needs carries real-life consequences. Firstly, chronic mild dehydration is linked to kidney stones and urinary tract infections. Kidney stones are not as rare as you think they are. It affects approximately 1 in 500 individuals in the United States each year, and over a lifetime, 1 in 8 men and 1 in 16 women are affected by the disease, and the numbers have only been on the rise in recent years. Long-term inadequate hydration strains the cardiovascular system, forcing the heart to work harder to pump blood and can lead to heart attacks or even in some cases heart failure. Dehydration-related fatigue can cause brain fog and affect school performance, work productivity, and driving safely, which affects everyone around you. Without changing your habits today, these risks compound silently over months and years until they become serious health problems. In conclusion, today I addressed common excuses for not drinking enough water, showed you the data on how widespread the problem is, and explained the real risks of ignoring it. Once the excuses are cleared away and the risks are clear, there's no good reason for you to keep putting it off as something as simple as drinking more water. The next time you reach for a soda or feel too tired to focus, remember the solution might be sitting right in front of you in a glass of water. So take a sip right now and start building a healthier habit today. Thank you for your time.